Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another CCXRC live stream. We're going to do a little RC conspiracies about me tonight. So we're going to get things rolling in just a few minutes, guys. We're going to let this roll for a minute with the music. We'll get our countdown going. If you're joining at a later date, not watching it live, look down in the description. I'll have the number that you can click on that tells you right where it starts, and it's actually a link. You click on that, it'll jump you right to the beginning of the video. Hold tight and we'll be right with you. That photo that you're looking at is very much like what we're going to be taking a look at tonight. Quick roll call while we wait. Crewman Kyle, Jeremiah Wright, Black Ops, Big Head RC. Hey, I was just in his live stream the other day. Welcome, man. Shortcut Racing 1, John Reifer Snyder, Adventurous Scale Builder, Kevin Gibbs, Bobby's RC. Welcome, everybody. Cody Vandenberg. Some of you may or may not know this, but I met Cody at Axial Fest Badlands. He was rocking a RC Conspiracy shirt, I believe. Joshua Williams is in the house. Lance, what's going on? All right. What do you guys think sitting underneath that towel over there? That's an old school Venom battery right there. That one's quite old, actually. John Reifer Center, does Freestyle RC have monster truck races at their location? I believe they do. They also have buggy racing and other kinds of races. So, I think it's time, guys. I think it is time. Maybe we'll get this thing rolling. How's that sound? I'm ready for it.
Shady silhouetted images and industry teasers are finding their way into our homes and invading our minds. Their calculated information is delivered to feed our addiction for radio-controlled frequencies. It's an RC conspiracy. But we are on your side, cracking the RC code. Because the truth is out there. Welcome to the RC Conspiracies podcast. Get your decoder rings ready and put on those tinfoil hats because your fearless leader is here. Please welcome your host, the lead RC conspiracist, Tony Cece. Welcome to the RC Conspiracies podcast.
Hey guys, it caught me. And I always forget that it's going to round back out and say it again. And I was already jumping in talking. Hey, welcome. Tonight's going to be a little different. It's going to be a little the same. It's going to be all over the place. It's going to be one of those nights. I'm trying to get on the road to USTE because we've got about a 10-hour drive. But when you do it in an RV, it's probably like a 14-hour drive, which is kind of stopping for gas, all the different things that we have to do. And yeah, so we go a little bit slower too. So we're planning on hitting some stuff, hoping to camp it out one night in a parking lot. So we're going to leave early and try to sleep overnight somewhere where we can find that'll let us stay in the parking lot. So it'll be interesting. Welcome, everybody. Brian Taft's in the house. Curtis D. I saw JER. Jason's in the house. What's going on, guys? And to answer John Reifersnyder, who's in Wisconsin, Freestyle RC does do monster truck racing at their facility. I don't know if they're in between seasons right now or what, but your best bet's probably just go up there and ask somebody. I don't know how far you are away, though. Hit up their Facebook page maybe, but I'm pretty sure. And some of those guys jump in here from time to time. And so if they are, maybe they'll answer. But yeah. So that is what's going on. Kurt's RC's here. Green Frog. What's going on, Green Frog? Kagan's in the house. After this, I don't know if Jack is going to still be doing a live stream. I know he was starting one. So I want to jump in maybe over there if he's still going. If not, then maybe we'll do one over on the other channel. So quick intro stuff. We'd like to do the little stuff at the beginning here. It has been busy. I'm trying to leave. I've got a bunch of build stuff going over in the other table on the other side of the room right now that we'll get into. I just got, if Daniel's watching RC Voodoo, his interior just came for the Gen 8 and I installed part of it. I got to figure out what I'm going to do with the battery now, though. So that's going to be interesting. Yes, the blue and black one is a Trailfinder 2, TF2, SCX 10.3, Gen 8, and then the mystery build truck is underneath there, which I'm going to unveil to you guys, I think, tonight first. We're going to unveil it, show it off at USTE, but we always like to show stuff here into you guys. Give you guys first dibs, first crack at it. And then anybody that doesn't watch the channel, they just have to wait. So that's just how things are. All right. So a couple of things we'll get to, and then we'll get moving on. All right. So on the channel, I don't know why I was here. I guess store. You could check out the store. If you're looking for RC swag type of stuff. We've got the Out of Control shirts, CCXRC shirts. If you actually go to the Teespring store, or for Spring, sorry, they changed the name to Spring. If you go to Spring, I have the other shirts available there that are like the Broken Axle Club and some of the other ones that they, for some reason, are making it hard for me to show. It won't show up as one of the products. So on YouTube. But they're here. They're in the store. There's the Smoking Motor shirts. And then I think, man, I was just here the other day. Oh, there's the Broken Axle Club. So they're there. It's just a little roundabout way of doing it. You got to click on something else and then click on the CCXRC products up in the top corner if you want to find the other stuff that we have available. Because there's a lot more than shows up in the YouTube store. So if you're interested, Smoking Motors, shirt, stuff like that, Broken Axle Club, maybe you don't want a shirt, you want to get a sticker. I've actually got 2 of them sitting on my desk here. I need to put them on. Maybe I'll put it on my RV or something. With its fresh outdoor paint job that we did. So that's the size of the Broken Axle Club one. It's a good size. Put it on your fridge or whatever. Out of Control RC. The Smoking Motors one's already on my, it's like I'm talking. It's already on my toolbox, so I don't have that one up here. All right. USTE is always in Florida. Yes, we have that. It's in Williston, Florida. It's right here. Williston Gardens, Cedar Lakes Woods and Gardens in Williston, Florida. And it looks absolutely amazing. So I can't wait. They're going to have semis, all this stuff. I can't even bring everything. I'm kind of bummed. I could actually, if I were to just drive in my minivan, I could actually take more stuff. It's easier to pack into the minivan than it is to the way that the RV is laid out and all the other stuff you have to take. So, but yeah. Podcast, just uploaded a new podcast episode today with Todd from the RC Element. And so that's up on the podcast. You can get to it on iTunes or through the Apple Podcast, or you can go to Podbean. It's on Spotify. It's on Google. It's all over the place. If you do the Apple Podcast one, why don't you go in there and leave us a rating, maybe a comment. I've got 2 negative comments going on in there already. That's all I got. So that's awesome. The other thing is CCXRC Extras. This is where we're going to put extra content, some of the shorts and stuff that we don't want to be on this channel because you guys would revolt. You don't like the shorts and you don't want it in here. So I'm listening. I know Kevin Talbot came in and said something very vocal that he's unsubbing people that do it. And so we're kind of trying to play that balance and just do something separate where we'll do the shorts and not kind of fill up our feed with shorts and all that. But we'll do our teasers in here for the channel if you want to know what's going to be maybe coming. In fact, I just did a short teaser today about a video that's coming. It's already scheduled to go live about, what is it? It's Scale Factor RC 3D printed stuff. So that's coming Thursday while I'm driving. That video will launch about the Scale Factor RC 3D print stuff. And that one's been a long time coming. So I'm sorry, Adam. I mean, that stuff you sent me back like December or whatever. I'm just now getting around to it. I'm behind on everything. That's kind of my MO right now is I'm just behind. But if you want some of that stuff from behind the scenes, this is the place to do it, is going to be on the Extras channel. It's also where we're putting the podcast in video form. So I loved to listen to Rush Limbaugh. That was something that I loved to do. I don't know if there's any Rush fans out there. But that's why I love that cocky intro to the one. I didn't write it. The guy that I sent it to just kind of ad-libbed it in there for my podcast, and it made me chuckle. But he always did he called it a ditto cam, and it's literally just him in his office or his studio, and it's rolling. And so I'm doing that with the podcast. So if people want to throw it up on YouTube versus other podcast feeds, it's over on the CCXRC Extras. So yes. Cody Vandenberg, did Axial post anything about Axial Fest yet? Yes, it's scheduled. It's in June. I don't know the dates, but they had it posted. It's all tentative because of COVID. So, but they do want people to get it on the calendar. Yes, Cody, I am going. I will be posting videos. Hopefully we'll get it. Yeah. YSU printmaking negative are the best. It is. It's really funny because I think I was on the live stream with Scale Builders Guild and Harley Designs, and I kind of mentioned Squirrel Rod, that I used to watch his videos, and like RC Sparks and Harley, a lot of his live streams and stuff where they'd just be wrenching in like his basement or whatever. And so I was talking about that, and we were all like, yeah, we haven't seen anything like Squirrel Rod. Like he just deleted the channel. Everything's gone, whatever. Like 2 days later, I'd messaged Matt and I'm like, dude, Squirrel Rod just posted a negative comment on my podcast. So Squirrel Rod's one of them. I'm too monotone, I guess, for him and boring. So it is what it is. Yeah. But yes. All right. So let's move on. I do have something to build here. I'm going to have to switch over to the other camera in a minute. We'll try and change everything over. Get my my feed up here on my iPad. And then then I can still post the comments and see the comments and all that. But we'll move over there. I want to look at the Gen 8. That's over there. We'll brighten it up too. It's kind of a dark shot. Hey, JMRCs. And then eventually we'll cut this kind of free and either go to a different live stream that somebody else is hosting, or maybe we'll open one up on the extras thing and just kind of chat that way. So that's another possibility where it's more of a group thing instead of just me wrenching. It'll be other people wrenching too. So there would just be a brief intermission while I set that up. But if Jack's still doing his, I say we join over with him. So the Gen 8, we're going to get over there, look at it. I have a trailer for it. The trailer hitch is installed. The trailer has to be built, and that's going with. So hopefully I'll be able to finish it tonight. We'll take a sneak peek at the truck underneath, the towel over there. And I do have to get the winch running on the TF2. So there's a couple small things to do and a big thing, which is build the trailer. So that's what we're looking at. All right. Let me jump on in here with my other thing, my iPad. Oh, that's cool, man. Rockbound says that the Gen 8 build has inspired him to do some work on his. That's awesome. I saw RC Girl got one, and man, I'll tell you what, I was looking at, so I wasn't sure what to put on the doors and all that, and with the back panel. I was looking at mountain scenes to do the same kind of thing. However, I wasn't sure what to do with the hood, and her hood design with the mountain scene is really cool. And I wish that I'd have had a cool one like that, an idea like that, but I didn't. So here I'm going to pop in on accident with my own self, and I'm going to kick myself out. All right. Now I got you guys over here on the iPad. I'm going to turn on my microphones. Try and get moved over there. Shady, the title of the podcast is While My Batteries Charge. The While My Batteries Charge podcast. I think I still have it here. Yeah. Right there. Oh, I didn't have the mega truck on my list of things. All right, we're going to talk about that. I can do that, but I have to build that. I just have to change the wheels in the body. It's a simple changeover. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to be asking you guys if my audio is working in just a second here. All right, can you hear me now? Is that working? It looks like it's working. Cool. Cool. All right. So this thing hasn't been washed yet. Still plan to do that. Time is hard to find. All right, so this is the battery I was running in here. And let me know if it's too loud. I see it looks like it's peaking. This is a cool back seat that goes in here. I'll show you how that fits in. I haven't installed it yet. All right, thank you guys, Kagan, everybody for letting me know I'm working. Thanks, Shady, for subbing. So yeah, here's what I chose to do with mine. And like I said, we'll brighten this up a little. I got to switch back though to the camera feed. There it is. That would have been a mess if I waited too long to do that. Just can't see you. There we go. All right, moving stuff around. So here is what I decided to do. I wanted to go with more quote stuff. I think we showed it to you guys last time, and where I'm going, I don't need roads. Winch not for hire on the front. The cool bumper. Cool wheels. The Traxxas recovery vehicle. We also service GCM Racing. That was a joke that Tank asked me to put on there. Got the CCXRC license plate on there. 11 Charlie, bunch of stuff on here. Cool stuff. But what's really magical is when we take this off now. Such good Velcro. It's now rocking this awesome interior. Check that out. And it installs so awesome. It literally has this whole piece as one, came together as one piece with the dash and the seats. And the seats are mounted. They were already pre-drilled and put on. But it had 2 screws coming out of it in the middle. And it's literally, they had these, and they were labeled driver and passenger. Had 2 long screws sticking out of it, and then like a slotted part, like you'd hang a picture frame on the wall where it's thin, where it's a bigger hole than a thin slot. You literally just slid these right into that, and it locked them in place, and you screwed them together, and then literally put the 2 screws into here. So easy to install. I can't even, I was fearing that I was going to have this big installation to do. I do need to glue the wheel and the little shifter knob, which fell out. But also I think I have to glue this in if I want it. It's like a rear seat here. Fits in. It's like perfectly, it's nice and snug. Just kind of slides in there, becomes like a rear seat. But I don't know how I'm going to do the battery as of right now, unless somebody else has installed this. But this is from RC Voodoo, and I got it on eBay. And really awesome. So the battery used to sit right underneath here. I might have to remove this piece. If I did that, then I'd be able to have enough room to get it in, because at this angle I can't really get it in here without possibly breaking the body. So I either need to do shorty packs or something. I'm sure people have moved theirs or whatever, but yeah, it's so cool how easily it went in, that's for sure. Actually, I've got the stuff here. I've got some E6000 we could just put on here. Just call it done. Ooh, it just popped. That's gonna be too much. Wants to keep shooting itself out. Slide it in here. And now I'm gonna have it on my finger. Rub it on the table here. Take a little bit of the excess and put it on this pin. That's not enough. All right. Same thing with Shugu. It like just wants to come out of the tube. But it's just a little pin that uses for the shifter. Pretty clever. So probably hot glue would be better because I can make it thicker, but we'll just do that for now, see if it'll stay. But I'm wondering where, if anybody else has done this, where they put their battery trays. That'd be the only question. So driver, I have to find him, but I have, and I just literally put this in, so that's why there isn't a driver in here yet. But I'm hoping I still can do my battery underneath here. But again, like I said, I'd have to take this out, and I don't know if that's going to get rid of some of the rigidity that I need from that, or what my options would be. I guess even if I just cut away this section, this half of it, where it hits, and leave the back half, that might work. So to let it sit down in between here, and maybe slide in. Jeremy Burris, I'm hoping to go back there. We'll have to see. Yes, Green Frog, thank you for posting that link. I mean, I could try to fit it back here somehow. Maybe even if I drilled out the current battery tray in a way that allowed me to use that Velcro and just strap it to it. That's a possibility. But it's a little higher then. Anyway, it's something I just have to figure out. I do have shorty packs that would fit down in there. That should be fine. I've tried to slide it under here, but it's too narrow to get it through here. If I wanted, I guess I could just strap it up. Nah, that wouldn't work. I think the shorty pack's going to be the way to go. Just slide it up underneath in here. Don't secure the back of the seat down. Use duct tape on mine. It works perfect. That's an idea. If I so that this will lift a little. That would work. I just need the littlest bit. See, problem solving. You guys want to see the truck that's covered up soon? Or no? Anybody interested in what it is? Yeah, I don't know that these are even going to be that necessary. You Velcroed it down? That's smart. That's what I would do with the battery, is just put Velcro on it. Strap it down with the Velcro that way. I think, I'm going to see, I'll just remove it enough that I can. I don't know where that tool went. I can't wait to show you guys what's under door number 2. Oh, that totally, I felt that lift. That would do it right there. Then I could just put the one strap on. That's not bad. Mitchell's RC, man, thank you again. Mitchell's RC, you're awesome. All right, so this is good. That'll work. That'll be the plan. Once I have it charged up for the weekend, I could honestly just screw it back in, because it'll last all weekend with the battery. So that might be what I do. Great idea, though. All right, so that's this truck. Super cool. Ready to go. You can see the trailer hitch I put on. It's weird because all the trailer hitches have the holes going from the top down. So I had to drill this one out in order to receive it with the actual like receiver, the pin like a real truck has, came with the Red Cat, and it's not through the top, which I liked. Nice and scale. So that's ready to go. I think what I'll do is do the trailer on the next video, or we'll do another live and just hang out, and I'll do the trailer build during that time. Show you guys what I'm taking for the rest of it. So this is the TF2, and I just installed a whole bunch of stuff inside of here. We got sand rails in here with the straps around it, holding them together. And then chainsaw, ammo can, batteries, all kinds of good stuff. Cooler in there, and the cooler actually has cans in it. It's pretty cool. So that's good to go. What I have to do is I have to finish the winch install. So I just need to get a cable, and I just put those away somewhere to go with me. And you'd think I'd remember, but I honestly don't. remember what bag I put them in. Just genius of me. Love the dark side. I don't get it. The dark side, is that crawling? That I'm doing more crawling stuff? Is that the dark side? You want me to feed into the crawling side? That's not what I needed. Where is it? Where, oh where would I have put that? Oh, I bet I put it in with the motors. All the electronics that I put away earlier. Let me check. See if it's over here. Looks like it is. That was a bad idea because I don't have this tucked away to go with me, which is where I was going to need it if I didn't do it tonight. All right, we'll get to the comments here in just a second. I've got most of the cars I'm taking with me now installed on my Rugged too. The scale side, that's the dark side. Seems like the light side. I would say like bashing would be the dark side. Oh, these don't seem very long. All right. Could it be that I need an extension for this short run? Very possible. Possible. So we'll go into aux 1 if we can. I want to talk about your just enough room. This is just enough room. You guys are not getting the best angle either. That is a super, super tough spot to get into. So I think if all goes right, this should be super quick. Just grab this battery I've already got here. This is running an axe system in it. Get you guys a little closer here. What's going on? I'm Brianna Lynn. Interior looks good, Sean says. Yeah, man, he did a great job with that thing. What's under the blanket? That's the first person I'm seeing asking. All right. All right, turn this on. Oh, Lane T, you're supposed to turn your power off, or they're supposed to shut power off. All right, this is set for the TF2 already. So we're gonna power on. So smooth. All right, so now we just have to go in and set our aux. Aux assign. And we're going to choose aux 2 or 1. I count super great. I want to change. Oh, I got paint on me. Is it not reading the other auxes? Do I have it in the right way? I do. It wasn't in far enough. Well, that's weird. It's working in all the other screens, but it's not letting me change the aux from aux 3. That's all it's allowing me to do. So, what is an aux 3? That's our dig. And that's our 2-speed. So we're in negative in the right one. Interesting. Maybe we'll try another wire. We had this problem the other time. But I guess that's the only thing it's reading. Just allow me to go through the other stuff. Just can't change the aux. Maybe we'll try aux 2. I'm going to power it down. I'm going to just go ahead and try another cable. We ran into an issue with this problem on a different one. It just turned out to be a bad bum wire. So before I go all over trying to get it working, we'll just try a different cable. And that's all in. All right, so I just disconnected aux 3 too, so hopefully nothing. Got your daughter a super sweet one? That's awesome, man. So, I don't know, here's the thing. aux 3 works. So let me just try plugging this into aux 3 and see if it works. It's on F. It's not working. Huh. Interesting. It's hard to know. I never saw it work. I got it used and it wasn't attached. It had one of the wireless controllers for it, but then you still have to get power to it somehow. Aux 3 definitely works. I just did the shifting. That's the slow gear. Whatever. I'm not sure. Guess I won't have a winch in this one. But I bought all these, and maybe these aren't the right product, I don't know. They're all just servo extension cable, male to male. The power should come from the receiver to this box. That's how it's set up in both my other ones, is running the power through the servo. And we thought maybe it wasn't getting enough voltage. I set the BEC higher. I don't remember what this BEC is set to. I think it's set high. I think it's set to 7.4. But on the other ones, I literally just plug into like this channel here. I wonder if I just bind it again. It's weird that it's only showing the aux 3. Wonder if I plug this one that works into aux 1, if it'll allow me to use aux 1 on a controller. So, aux assign. Yeah, it won't let me change the aux. So weird. Even though now I have something plugged into that aux that definitely works. I wonder if I just need to reset it. It's weird though that it wouldn't on 3. It wouldn't power the winch though. It's the troubleshooting side of stuff. Stuff I don't actually have time for tonight. So we'll give it one more go on 3 and see if this thing works. If not, we'll pack it all up with us and then see if we can figure it out when we're there. Tonight's got limited time. I want to show you guys this other truck and then we're going to cancel or shut down and do another kind of hangout live. All right. So we're on aux 3. So it's to F, it's 3 position. Active. Yeah, it's not working it. So what we know is that channel does work because it was powering. Do I need 3S? I don't need 3S. I asked that before and it turned out to be the wire on the last one. Plug the winch into channel 1. All right. Now we got it working. All right. So that's working for that. We'll just call that good for now. Because that one's definitely getting power and it wasn't doing anything for the winch from that aux 3 that was set up to go on and off. So that's that. We won't winch. It'll just look cool with the winch up front. Just look cool. USTE is the ultimate scale truck expo, but now is including a whole bunch of scale stuff. In fact, we'll be showing you the other scale truck that I'm taking with me, and I have just one simple thing to do for it, and then we'll call that good. But I'm not going to do it now. There. That needs to be tightened down. Just do the long screws on mine. Hold it in place. My chain fell out. It's the one thing that's not attached in here. It just sits in this milk jug, milk crate. All right. So, you guys ready to see the other one? And then we'll call it quits on the live. And we'll do a different live stream somewhere. Hey, does anyone know, is Jack still going? I know Tank said he was in with him over there on RC Reactivated. I would just jump in on his channel. Is it a Gladiator? Ha ha ha. It is not a Gladiator. Although I would have liked a Gladiator. not gonna lie. All right. Step this down. I think it's overexposed a little. Gotta make sure it doesn't shine too much. All right. A Rift, a Gen 8. Pilot Ryan Media ass. All right. Here it is. Ah. It is Bigfoot. So this is really scaled out in a lot of ways. And I thank Josh Rhodes for selling this to me last minute once I realized I was going. And they were doing monster trucks, and this is probably the easiest, most scale one that I could build in the allotted amount of time. I bought the chassis, or I got Josh from Freestyle RC really helped hook me up when I bought the axles from him back in, I think, September, October. So it's running the Freestyle RC axles. Josh Rhodes had this body that he had raced before. In fact, it has his name on it. I'm going to leave his name on it as the driver of the truck. If it'll focus, it will not focus. My camera hates me. I tell you what, we're breaking up after this. See his name there. It's one of his race ones. Anyway, this is the beauty right here. Carbon fiber chassis, aluminum axles. Check out these axles here. Running Reefs Raw 500 because it matches the axles so well. It's got a Freestyle RC transmission in there, which looks scale as well. But the kicker is, if you look in the rear here, is this suspension. It's cantilevered suspension. So instead of the shocks being straight up and down like they are here in the front, and you guys are drifting. Right here, which I need to actually put some oil in these. I just kind of finished test fitting it. But you can see how the arm comes up almost like a sway bar, but not really. Dual shocks, and when you jump it just drops out to soak it all up. So it was a little bit of a beast to try and do last minute, but we got it done. Had to cut all the axles to fit. None of it fits internally. So the same axles that are here are these Revo axles, drive shafts. Those go internal inside of here as well, which means they get cut down really far to fit inside the axles. So just cutting stuff away, trying to make it work. Lots of soldering being done. All of my electronics are inside of this fuel cell that I was given at the last race I went to. So thanks for that, man. I had to cut it in order to get it to fit in here. Plus I had to cut off the tabs that were on the side of it so it would fit in, but it's like a perfect fit inside this chassis. Has 4 screws, and inside of that it just is a big plate. The other option was going to be trying to put the ESC and stuff underneath the driver legs. So if you followed on Instagram, you saw me painting the driver, and his face looks all mangled and stuff, but it's supposed to. It's not really his face. It's that cloth, like fire retardant mask that they wear, and they've got their eyes cut out of it. That's basically why it kind of has that look to it. It says Bigfoot in there because the straps are going over the big, the G and the other O. So it's got his Bigfoot. And if you look at like Andy Brass's shoes, he's wearing some kind of like Reebok Nike things that were blue with white spots on them. So he even did it down to his shoes in there. So we scaled it out for the scale Builders Guild. This is kind of like the chassis that they would have driven in the 90s. Bigfoot 11, I think like 8, 9, 10, 11. Some of them did a forward one. This is more probably like a Bigfoot 11 as far as it's kind of got that 90, 93 era looking Ford on it instead of like the 80s one that Bigfoot 8 and 9 had. But yeah, 4-steer, reef servo in the back as well. I couldn't put the cheap one on that I was planning to. Once I saw how good the front one looked on these axles, it just kind of, I had to go and match it out. So yeah, got the the Ford flag flying out the back. I did a little test run on it, make sure all the 4-steer and all that was working proper. The only thing being, you can't see the driver in here, and I don't know if I'm going to cut the windows out so you do. I kind of like not seeing him. I kind of like the reveal. So if like it's at the competition, I would probably, because the chassis and the engine and everything are so cool, I would probably find myself sitting it fits perfectly on the wheels like this. So I would probably sit it out there like this. I don't know, because like that's really what I want to see is all the detail of the cage, the driver paint, the fuel cell work, motor. So we even painted them inside here. The belt and everything is painted black. Got red in here. So that's my show truck to take. Lots of aluminum and bling on it. It's not a perfect scale replica, but it's getting there. I mean, it would have black axles, but I really like the chrome on this one, so, or the polished aluminum look. So we're going to leave it that way because there's other elements of that on the truck, and I just think it looks pretty cool. And the wheels aren't the right era either. These are JCTs, which would be like more like a BKT tire. These would probably be Firestorms or Firestone tires back in this era, or Goodyear, which J Concepts has the Golden Year tires. But so yeah, huge shout out to Freestyle RC. Awesome chassis, axles, transmission. They have everything listed on there. It comes with the motor and these headers coming off of here. It also comes with the battery thing in here. It already had the 3D printed dashboard for me. Garrett Binder printed this driver for me that I painted up. This is from Exclusive RC. Reefs RC with amazing, I mean, they're so snappy on here. And J Concepts body, wheels, tires. And I'm pretty sure this is JB Scale Graphics for sure with the stickers and stuff on here. And then also I think for the Ford sign on the back of it. But yeah, I'm super, super stoked to finish this. I actually got the truck in the axles and that back at the race in Connecticut. So I think that was like October, November. And that's how far behind I am on things and projects. I've got so many projects. I've got the JER chassis for the LMT that I've got to do. I just got these in the mail too that people are going to think are super sick. But these go on inside over the drive shafts, and they screw into the bottom of like the LMT, and these don't spin. The drive shaft spins inside it. So there's LMT ones and there's SMT ones, and so I just got these from Diaz Designs. And so these are going to be the LMT ones. They're much bigger, but they're really, really awesome. And the print quality of this is fantastic. I don't know what he's using, but it doesn't have like the striation. It almost looks like a Shapeways print. It's so good. So, and he's got it mounted to these rods. So the top part of it just kind of sits on the front of it and just kind of, it moves inside it. But the back actually screws onto the axle. So really, really cool. So that'll go on an LMT, make it look super, super sick. Man, now I'm wishing that there was a way to make one that would mount onto the back of these freestyle ones with that back plate. But these will be going with me. Hopefully I have time to install it on my LMT and have it showing with this on. So doing whatever I can to get ready, guys. It's been crazy. A lot of late nights on this truck. A lot of, I mean, you've probably seen a lot of it show up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever while I'm working on it. But yeah, these safety cages on these drive shafts are super cool. So these are from Diaz Designs on the Facebook. You can reach out to him. He's got a Facebook page for him. I'll try and put it in the description too, how you can reach out to him about ordering some. He's doing them to order, and they look good. He's going to have them in yellow, blue, green. So if you want it to match the truck, you can have that done. If you want the green for the grave digger, blue for the son of a digger. Anyway, comments. Byron B thinks it's cool. Rick Crawford, Bigfoot rules. Body lift with the servo push button would be cool. Yeah, hinge. That's Barbecue saying. That'd be really sick. I still have to figure out how I'm actually going to mount it. So I'm thinking I'm just going to put a little Velcro on this bar here. Just kind of wrap it. I'm not going to put a plate on here. I'll probably just wrap a piece here, and I'll probably put one on this thin piece across here. And then I'll just have it up in the top and on the back, just enough to hold it on there while I'm driving around. This isn't going to be a big air truck. It kind of sits on there anyway, so it'll just kind of snug it on. But yeah, it's looking really cool to me. It does have some body holes in it from his truck. I'm not going to worry about it. But I don't know. Do I cut out these or do I leave it like that kind of... For one, it keeps things cleaner having it like this. But, you know, most of the time when it's showing, it's just going to be sitting on a bench off, because this is really what, when you see the engine and everything, that's the look for me. But I just don't know. I like the blacked out windows so much on it that I don't know that I'd want to remove those. But yeah, so this goes in my Freestyle RC collection. I'm not sure how much of it I can bring with me. This is going for sure. I'll bring an LMT. I'm looking to bring one of my backflip ramps too for people to hit. And then, yeah, I don't know. That's it, guys. That was it. That was the one under the curtain. But what do you guys think? Windows? They look so good. I don't think I'd want to have the holes in there. But again, when this thing's sitting and it's not racing, that body's going to be just sitting right on the tires. It's a perfect fit. Leave the windows, leave the windows. All right, we'll leave the windows. Cool, guys. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to figure out a live stream somewhere. Yes, holes make weak spots. It does have a cage under it, so that would help. But I also don't think having a front tinted window would work with these being open. I don't know. And I just really like it. When it came in the mail, I was blown away by it. And then I was sitting here looking at it going, oh, you can't see the driver I just painted. But then I realized you can't see the engine either. So, I mean, really, if you want this truck to really look good, it's with it off. So, anyway, cool, guys. That is the ZEI chassis by Freestyle RC. These are their aluminum axles. They have race axles too. I prefer the aluminum ones. It's just me. They have the race ones are carbon fiber and all kinds of stuff. You know, not as much metal to make them lighter. But you guys should definitely check out Freestyle RC if you got a second and just want to see some cool custom chassis and stuff that he builds. I'll probably buy another one of these bodies and do it up. I've kind of thought about doing the Wildfoot, that kind of stuff. The other thing that I have to remember is the tires are not glued because I did plan to change them out with more proper scale tires. Although I do really like how these look on here, so we'll see. I'll put some other ones on and see how I feel about it, but my thought is what I do with this there, I'm not going to race it, not going to do anything crazy with it. So I don't need it glued on. We'll do a little tooling around, small stuff, and if we go to race it or do anything like that, they have that Renegade class up in New York that runs up at Connecticut RC Madness, and they have a Renegade class that has to be stock, or not stock, has to be shaft driven, has to have shocks on axle, and this still qualifies for it because it's coming off the axle. It just can't be like the modified race trucks that we've been doing in Pro Mod. They want them to be more scale, and they limit the motor too, so they're not as fast as the Pro Mod class. So it's kind of its own unique thing, and they have to have a period body for that era as well, I guess, or something like that. I don't remember, but anyways, that's it, guys. I'm gonna jump off here, and we'll see if we'll see if Jack is still on, and if not, I'll probably go live here again on the CCXRC Extras, and we'll open it up and stuff like that. So I'll bring in a few other people that want to wrench and chat. We'll not do everybody, we'll keep it somewhat limited because you get too many people talking, it just gets tough to follow, but we'll have a small panel and go from there. So see you guys in a few. I'm going to work on building that that trailer here in just a few minutes. See you guys. And wait, what shocks? Christopher, the shocks on this are listed on the page for the ZEI. And so they're internal spring. These are 100 millimeter in the front. They're 90 in the rear. You have to get 4 of them for front and 4 for rear. And you don't have to, but that's the way it's set up. And apparently they are meant to be filled with oil. And so these front ones are really stiff, but that's because it's just rubbing on the O-rings. I thought that them being internal spring, that they were not to have oil in them, but I was told that they've been putting oil in these, so I need to go back and do that. So yeah, the safety hoops, the cradles, those are really, really cool, man. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in as always. Glad we could share this, show this. I've been so excited about it. The body just came in the mail today about 6 o'clock, and super stoked to have it. So I already sent Josh Rhodes some pictures, and Jeremy from Big Squid. He knows it's coming. Anyway, guys, thanks for tuning in. We're going to go over to Jack's channel, try and jump in there and be with him. So go to RC Reactivated. I don't know if somebody can link it. If there's anybody still in here, that Green Frog, I don't know if you can throw down a link. If not, to RC Reactivated, I will jump on my other computer and throw a link in the chat. I can't do it from my iPad. We'll see who can do it first. YouTube.com. RC Reactivated. Oh, there he is, just saying he's live. Here comes the link, guys. So that's where we're going to head over to. And we'll see you in a minute.